Hi everybody, this is Matt from Love Realty and welcome to another episode of your favourite series, Matt Chat. Over the last couple of weeks, what I've been discussing is how to make your investment property a business. How do you get the most out of your investment property? In the first week, what we talked about was how you get it, how you generate a yield and what your yield is. Last week, I had a chat to you about how you maximize the return on your investment. The last thing I want to talk about now is capital growth. So if you have good capital growth, then obviously you've got a very solid and secure investment. Put all those three elements together and it's an amazing investment for you. A lot of people only focus on yield, some people focus on maximization, a lot of people forget about the capital growth factor. So what is capital growth? Pretty straightforward. The house is worth this much now, it is now worth this much, and generally it should be more in the future. Now that's just going to happen naturally anyway. The property market is always going up. Very, very rarely does it come down, and when it does, it always has a rebound and goes forward. So over the long term, property is a good, secure investment. So when we talk about capital growth, how can you ensure that you're getting the best type of growth? So obviously the area you're in. Just advising a friend just recently, and they're looking at buying into an area where the full infrastructure hasn't come in. Like they've already got plans for the metro system, they've already got plans for new bus routes, they've got new schools and new shopping centres planned, but they're not there yet. So by getting in at the moment, they're able to pay that a little bit less because that infrastructure isn't there, but over the next 5 to 7 years, that infrastructure is going to be all built and the property prices will go up. So obviously looking at what the infrastructure is in the area. Obviously the main one is the maintenance of the home. You cannot have capital growth if you let your property slide in the condition of it. Now, of course, yes, it will go up, but not by as much as you want. And generally when you're doing that and you're doing any type of renovations or repairs, you need to make sure it's kept at a level that will keep that capital growth keeping in line with what the area is. So if it's got a 10% capital growth, you want that in your investment property as well, but by not maintaining it, you won't. And obviously the last thing to look at is, well, if I buy in a very established area compared to a newer area that might be a little bit further away, the yields you could get are quite good. So when it has that capital growth, you know it's not an area that has been really gone to the highest levels yet. So if you're buying and looking to invest in those type of areas, then you will see that capital growth grow quite a way. So again, there's lots of different ways to ensure that you do get that capital growth. I'd love to speak to you further about it and talk to you about all these ways to make sure that your investment property is treated as a business and you get the absolute most out of it over the time that you keep it as an investment. If you have any questions about any of that or you want to chat about this a little bit further, feel free to call me on 4958 8555. That's Matt from Matt Chat. Have a great day.